Cardi B is known for breaking the rules, not following them. But when it comes to pregnancy, she has her own set of ideas about how to do things best for herself and her baby. We'll let you in on Cardi B's thoughts about pregnancy, motherhood, and more. But first, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications for more from the taco. Performing. When it comes to her career, Cardi B is known for her hustle, but she isn't afraid to slow down at times due to her pregnancy. She believes it's important to put her and her baby's comfort first, and this meant recently canceling her current tour. Shortness of breath is a pretty common pregnancy symptom, and it's one she's been struggling with recently. This can make everyday actions difficult, let alone dancing and singing on a stage in front of tons of screaming fans. Cardi B made an announcement letting her fans know what's up, and even had to stop for a minute while recording because she had to catch her breath. When a woman is pregnant, she experiences an increase in the hormone progesterone, which can cause her to breathe faster than normal. And as her pregnant belly swells, it puts pressure on her uterus and diaphragm. As if that wasn't bad enough, you also need more oxygen since you're breathing for two. The combination of these things makes it understandably difficult to catch your breath, and we don't blame Cardi for feeling like she needs to have a breather. Hard work is important, but Cardi B knows that sometimes you just have to stop and take a deep breath, especially when you're pregnant. Announcement. When it comes to celebrities, pregnancy rumors are pretty run-of-the-mill. It seems like every time a woman has a big meal, the tabloids are quick to accuse her of being pregnant. For a while, people wouldn't stop accusing Cardi B of being with child, and the singer always denied that was the case. The idea of her being pregnant with Offset's baby was big news, but according to Cardi B, she was just putting on some weight. She asked her fans to let her be fat in peace, and then eventually admitted she was pregnant. And of course, in typical fashion, she did so in a big way. She donned a custom Christian Siriano, which accentuated her growing baby bump for her performance on Saturday Night Live. Cardi B believes you shouldn't feel pressured to announce your pregnancy before you're ready, and you shouldn't let anyone else control your story. It may be hard to resist the temptation to scream your good news from the rooftops as soon as possible, but Cardi B recommends biding your time until you're absolutely ready. She kept her pregnancy quiet until she was about 6 to 7 months pregnant because she just wasn't ready to disclose it earlier. Support. When Cardi B finally announced her pregnancy to the public, she faced a ton of different reactions. Of course, some people were immediately supportive and excited for her and her new baby. Some fans felt hurt that she had lied to them by claiming not to be pregnant, but Cardi B claimed she was just protecting herself. In her experience, people love to criticize anything and everything, and criticism was something she didn't want to deal with for as long as possible. She considers her pregnancy to be a blessing and doesn't want to hear any unpleasant remarks about it from anyone. Considering her history with the public, it's definitely not surprising she feels this way. It seems like her decisions are constantly being criticized by anyone and everyone with an Instagram account. When there were rumors that Offset had cheated, people were quick to tell Cardi she was stupid for staying with him. When the pair got engaged and she was given a $500,000 ring, they doubled down in doubting her decision to be with Offset. It's safe to say that her partner and her baby are the most important people in Cardi B's life, so it's totally understandable that she wouldn't want people to criticize them. Doing both. Just because she has to take some time off doesn't mean Cardi B is calling it quits. So often, women feel as if they are forced to choose between being a mother and having a career. It's rare that fathers are asked to make the same choice, a fact Cardi B has been quick to point out. She doesn't believe she should have to choose between her work and her child, and fully intends to keep pursuing music. In fact, being pregnant means she wants to work that much harder in order to ensure a happy future for herself and her baby. According to Cardi B, many people have told her that they pity her for having a child when her career is just taking off. This attitude is one that Cardi B is disgusted by, and she has no time for people who operate with this mindset. She's made it clear that she desires both a child and a successful career, and she plans to get what she wants. Just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you have to lose sight of your goals and aspirations in life. Don't let people tell you what to do just because you're expecting a child. No shame. Being pregnant and unmarried is something that some people disapprove of. Instead of marching Offset to the altar for a shotgun wedding, Cardi B takes a much more practical approach. She's excited to be a mom and isn't afraid to let the whole world know of it. She even stopped by the Ellen DeGeneres show where Ellen confronted her about some of her behavior. She brought up the fact that Cardi hasn't let a little thing like a baby bump stop her from twerking. As always, Cardi B was completely unapologetic about her actions. She admitted to twerking at Coachella and claims it's actually actually good for the baby. According to her, shaking things up is a great way to ensure an easy delivery. She subscribes to the theory that the more you move around during pregnancy, the easier it will be to give birth. Being pregnant can be uncomfortable, and most people wouldn't blame you for putting up your feet. However, Cardi B recommends moving around as much as possible, even if you have to take breaks to catch your breath. She even joked with Ellen DeGeneres that she was just trying to show the world how she got pregnant in the first place. Fashion. One of the many things we love about Cardi B is her outstanding sense of style, but when it comes to pregnancy, sometimes fashion has to take a backseat to comfort. Hey, especially if you're going to be twerking, you need to make sure you're wearing comfortable clothes. She believes when you're trying to focus on growing a human being inside of you, there's no need to worry about what you're wearing as long as it is comfortable. Cardi B even announced that she's totally over wearing high heels at this point in her life, and we don't blame her. In fact, she isn't afraid to say that she has no interest in wearing shoes at all. Her swollen feet need to breathe, and anything with a closed toe seems suffocating. Going barefoot seems like the only option for a pregnant Cardi B. According to her, the only proper pregnancy uniform for her are loose dresses, and she isn't going to apologize for it. Her dedication to feeling good is so intense, she even cut back on wearing itchy wigs. She announced on social media that she has zero interest in talking about what she's wearing. At this point, the only thing she wants to talk about is food. Sharing. When your partner is pregnant, they have to deal with all of the bad things like morning sickness, shortness of breath, and shopping for maternity clothes. But they also do get the vast majority of the accolades, which can leave the non-gestating partner feeling like an outsider. Some might feel that the person carrying the baby should get to name the child, but Cardi B isn't one of them. In the past, she's admitted one of her biggest flaws is that she's incredibly indecisive. One reason she and Offset work so well together is that he likes to take charge, and she enjoys a commanding presence. So when it came time to pick a baby name, Cardi B decided not to take all of the responsibility on herself. This is a great example of two people in a relationship playing to their strengths and working well together. It's also an excellent way to make sure her fiancé feels involved in the pregnancy. Offset has already chosen a name for their baby to be, but Cardi B refuses to say what that is. She wants to reserve that honor for Offset himself and says her lips will remain sealed on the subject. Criticism. Cardi B knows it's important to shrug off the haters, especially when you're pregnant. She despises when people feel entitled to give their 2 cents about her personal life, and apparently that goes double to the new life inside of her. Cardi has zero patience for critical comments, and she isn't afraid to let everyone know about it. On social media, a video surfaced of Cardi B and Offset spending some time together in what looks like a club or bar. Offset is smoking, and a very pregnant Cardi B is standing by. People immediately began expressing outrage that Cardi would be anywhere near secondhand smoke while she's pregnant. Some chose to offload their rage at Offset, asking why he would choose to smoke near his pregnant fiancée. As we all know, Cardi B definitely doesn't enjoy it when people take aim at her man, and they were coming for her too. People claimed Cardi was irresponsible and disgraceful for being anywhere near someone smoking. However, Cardi B let everyone know that unless they're paying for her baby, they get no say. She suggested that instead of voicing their unwanted opinions, they head on over to her baby registry and buy her child some diapers and supplies. Rest. Not only is Cardi B giving her high-heel shoes a rest, she claims that she wants to just hibernate like a bear. Self-care is always important, and even more so when you're pregnant. Getting enough sleep has a ton of benefits for both mom and baby, but it's easier said than done in Cardi's case. She isn't afraid to indulge in her constant need for napping, but claims to have trouble staying asleep for prolonged periods of time. In addition, she's also plagued by incredibly vivid dreams, which isn't unusual during pregnancy. Being pregnant shakes up the hormones in your body, and that affects you when you're asleep as well as awake. It can influence your emotions and the way your brain processes and receives information. Many people report experiencing more frequent and vivid dreams during pregnancy, and Cardi is one of them. In addition to getting enough rest, Cardi is honest about the fact that being pregnant can be less than fun at times. She admits that she doesn't at all enjoy the weird, crazy, and sometimes downright scary dreams she's experiencing. Sometimes they even disrupt her beauty sleep by daring to wake her up in the middle of a nap. Planning ahead. Many parents have lofty goals in mind for once their child is born. No screen time, only organic food, and never raising your voice. Well, most parents find that these things are easier said than done, but it doesn't hurt to think about the future. Cardi B has done some serious soul-searching to think about the type of mother she wants to be to her child. We mentioned earlier that Cardi B plans to continue her musical career while raising her child. However, she believes that both can be done almost simultaneously, and she plans on being a very hands-on parent. It would be easy enough to have have her tour bus equipped with a space for baby. Cardi's already thinking ahead to her September tour with Bruno Mars. She knows that she'll have to leave the baby with a sitter when she's sitting in hair and makeup or out on stage, and she's accepted that reality. However, she wants to miss out on as little as possible when it comes to her child. To accomplish this, she knows that she'll need to keep her baby close by. Her worst nightmare is her baby someday confusing her with the babysitter. What do you think about the way Cardi B is handling her pregnancy? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Then make sure you click on the subscribe button and turn on your notification for the latest updates from the taco. Thanks for watching!